lost. There's always a hope. Rise and fight.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, DocHoliday here. Welcome to the BSL, and joining me today we have JIRAIYA. Hopefully you're doing good today, man. What's up?
What's up, dude? Happy to be here. Glad to partner with you on this, and looking forward to this round of 8. Looks like a good lineup.
I'm surprised they let a 2v2 player into the 1v1 cast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I snuck in through the back.
BSL 2v2 win though, bro. We gotta get a 2v2 tournament or something going on for you guys soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to have you on here, man. Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope you guys are ready. Today we have an insane number of crazy good players for you today. It's basically gonna work out something like Sziky versus literally everyone from China. So we're gonna have to see how this goes, but we already have a match lined up, so no time to talk right now. Let's go ahead and hand on over, guys. It's gonna be Sziky versus XiaoShuai. Alrighty, and in the top right-hand corner, spawning as the blue Zerg, we have Sziky.
Spawning bottom left, we have the Chinese Zerg player, XiaoShuai. I think we have a classic cross-map ZVZ on Vermeer.
Am I on drugs, or did they just change colors?
I think
Okay, I swear to God. I was like, I just introduced the blue Zerg. What's going on? The cross map ZVZ, so maybe we have a game that gets to mutas. But who knows? Because Sziky likes to kill people with links.
He does, but it's gonna be harder for him to do that this game, just due to the distance in their spawn locations. There isn't a close proximity spawn to spawn kind of situation right now. But it looks like Sziky will be opening 9 pool.
Very nice. Quite an aggressive opener. He'll be a little bit disappointed when his overlord arrives at the bottom of the map and he discovers that they are cross map. But you know, pretty standard, pretty safe opener for ZVZ even still, especially at this high level. I'm sure he's not going to be super upset that he gets to play mutas either. I mean, we've seen his muta control for years now, and it's also quite insane. Still a little less familiar with the Chinese players myself, but I'm sure XiaoShuai is no slouch too to be making it all the way this deep into the tournament, man.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, XiaoShuai, from the games that I've seen, he's got really good control. It looks like he's going for an overgas situation this game, which is going to be a type of build that's going to be banking a lot of gas to put him in a good position to make mutas and have the gas necessary to continue to make mutas. It'll be interesting to see Sziky deciding. So it looks like he did punch speed first.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna look to try to apply some early pressure. XiaoShuai is gonna have his lings out in time, but presumably he's gonna be going layer first. Yeah. So it'd be interesting if he punches speed as well, which he does. Okay. Yeah. So right off the bat, you know, XiaoShuai is gonna have a little bit of an edge. His layer is gonna be quicker. He's gonna be banking gas, more gas. Than Sziky. So this is really going to put the onus on Sziky to apply pressure and be able to kind of keep XiaoShuai on his heels.
Ooh. It looks like we have a in-base second hatch here.
Ooh.
Sziky really going to have to make something happen because, as you said, just off the bat, before even the decision to go speed first, Sziky was already kind of in a rough spot just due to the build order disadvantage that he's going to be going up against. So with this second hatchery in the main now, it's going to be really difficult for him to put on pressure. But as I said that, he just walks right up the ramp.
Wow.
With his Zergling speed kicking in. Oh my gosh. Immediate huge Ling disadvantage here for XiaoShuai. And with ZVZ on the... Oh my god. ZVZ is just such... You make one tiny mistake and the game is completely over.
Yeah, that was magnificent the way that he just kind of artfully went up the ramp. Now, there are enough lings here to match 1-for-1. He did pick off one ling, Sziky did. And here is just going to be a micro battle between lings and speed lings against non-speed ling with drones.
Oh my god. Well, the reinforcement lings are coming out here and doing a lot of damage, but as you said, it is a huge micro battle here, and having to pull off just 3 drones off of the worker line, man, that's a huge investment in your early economy here. Now, this hatchery's got to be really close to, I was going to say really close to finishing. It just finishes up now here, and the extra larva would make a big difference, except for XiaoShuai has been spending all of his money on keeping these drones off the mineral line and helping the lings from getting wiped out here. Oh my god, another pick off by Sziky. This is huge. I don't think XiaoShuai is going to be able to really make use of the extra larva from this hatchery.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think he's forced to have to make more lings here. He's forced to not mine gas, and he does have Spire on the way in the back part of his base. He actually made drones.
Wow, drones. That's a ballsy move.
Yeah. It looked okay for him for a little bit there, but as the number of lings for Sziky continues to pile up and compound, he's going to have an opportunity to punch through this wall here.
The trades on the ramp, not super great, but it still works out. And now Sziky's back in the main, and no lings on the horizon this time. Dude, just making those 2 drones may have cost XiaoShuai the game. If he just had a couple more lings up here, instead of those extra drones, this could be completely different. But now the lings are fighting against the drones, and man, there's only 5 or 6 left. Yeah, 6 left. How are you gonna mine gas from Muta? Meanwhile, right. Zicky's got 3 Muta worth of resources in the bank.
Yeah, what would have been a gas advantage for XiaoShuai just due to his build is no longer the case here because he was forced to stop mining gas. Sziky continuing to be a guru with this ling control, picking off drones left and right. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be in a position, ZVZ, to not have speed match speed. Oh my goodness!
What's going on here? Is he trading across the map with the Muta are gonna be out here in a second?
Yeah, 2 Scourge made their way towards Sziky, but 2 Mutas are already out.
Yeah, if this was 10 lings or something like that, maybe I understand, but this is only like 6 lings coming across the map here. There's 3 drones on the board right now for XiaoShuai. He has to make something happen, and he turns around! I think you had to go. Like, even if there's no hope, I think that's the only hope for this game, right? And now he's got 1 drone on mineral, dude. He's... droning up. It's like the start of the game again.
Yeah, I'm no mathematician, but I don't think 2 drones mining is enough. Enough drones mining compared to the 5 that Sziky has mining minerals right now. Even with a 2-hatch production, he's just not going to be able to spin all the larvae that he's going to have available. Yeah, tough spot. I really don't know what he can do. Sziky already has a sunken in place, so those slow lings, the handful of lings that are out, probably will not be able to, at best, maybe get 1 drone. But yeah, 4 Mutas already heading towards XiaoShuai, and there's only 1 Muta and 4 Scourge here. Knowing Sziky is not going to lose a Muta.
It's so funny how bad Scourge are against a player like this, and is when you can't make the fight chaotic at all. It's just
Right.
like they don't do anything; they just die.
Yeah.
Well, the Lings arrive in Sziky's main, but he does have that very powerful Sunken. Sunkens are insane. Like I don't know. Every time I read the stats for Sunkens, it's like an Ultralist that can't move. You know what I mean?
Well, GG, not surprisingly, and you kind of called it, Doc. You said that maybe this game will get to mutas. It did, but it nearly didn't because of the early link pressure from Sziky.
I mean, yeah, it got to mutas, but there was one drone left on one side of the map mining minerals, so I don't know. Wow, that was crazy. Everything looked really bad for Sziky at the start of this game. Like, XiaoShuai didn't even get on the map with his Lings or anything like that, so it looked like there was going to be no opportunities for Sziky to make anything happen. But Sziky knew what's up, man. You know, he caught XiaoShuai slipping. XiaoShuai made 2 drones instead of 2 pairs of Lings, and the game was over.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you definitely don't want to fall asleep when it comes to early link pressure from Sziky, especially when you don't know what kind of build he's starting with. It's better to probably just focus on making sure that you don't lose to things like 9 pool speed. You know, Ziki's he plays some 2v2 as well, so I do have some experience with him because I won't be facing him in ladders. But his control, his link speed, link control and muted control in 2v2 is also out of this world. So you know, I'm not surprised that in 1 versus 1 he can carry suit with that.
Yeah, it seems like a nightmare because Sziky, like, he had 1 Ling left over in the main. That 1 Ling still got a kill on a drone on the gas. Then he had 2 more Lings coming. There were like 4 Lings on the map,
Right.
or on the ramp still. He ran 1 past, and so then he had 2 in the main, and he got another drone kill. It's like, how do you stop that?
Yeah, it's almost like 1 Sziky Ling is equivalent to like 3 normal person's Lings.
Yeah, it's not fair. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna hang on into game number 2 on Silford. Let's go check it out. Alrighty, guys, and once again in the marvelous blue color at 12 o'clock position, we have Sziky.
In the 9 o'clock position, we have the Chinese Zerg player XiaoShuai in red. Drone doing a little bit of a dance there.
Oh no. At least he didn't get stuck in the minerals.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, they take forever to get out. They won't do anything that you tell them to.
You know, at these high levels, those little things actually matters.
Oh,
It's pretty
yeah.
insane how it matters.
Well, it's funny because it's like a 2-second delay in 8 minerals, but then that's like a 2-second delay into the next drone, and then that drone gets 8 more minerals more quickly, and then it's like
Yeah, it compounds.
It can be like 5-6 seconds in the difference in your timing, and that's huge in this game.
Absolutely. It looks like XiaoShuai is going for the overpull or overgas again, whereas Sziky is going for a 11 hatch? No, 11, 12 pull. Okay.
Okay. Nice little safety play.
Yeah, I think with a 12 pull open, Sziky will be able to get that second hatchery up, and probably not forced to have to put link pressure. I could be wrong about that, but I think the dynamic of this game should play out a little bit differently than obviously a 9 pull speed first, like last game.
I do like 12 pool on this map just because it's 3-player map, so you're always going to know where your opponent has spawned. So you take the conservative opening here,
Right.
And so long as you are, I would assume after a game like game number 1, I think it's fairly safe to say that your opponent's not going to try like the really greedy like 12 hatch, so you're not going to get out billboarded or anything. So I don't know. I think this is a pretty smart play from Sziky, just kind of like reading the room as he comes into game number 2 here.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Like in most mirror matchups, there's a lot of mental kind of mind games that you can play, and Ziki's gonna have this first scout off with his Overlord, which is gonna mentally give him the confidence to know what he's up against and how he needs to respond. Um, Looks like speed first for Ziki, whereas XiaoShuai went for the layer first. I don't think XiaoShuai punched Ling speed. Looks like he's following up with an extra drone after the first 6 Lings. So similar to last game, he's going to try to get that second hatchery up, which I guess with this type of open, he's going to continue to mine gas, bank gas, and maybe find a timing where before Ziki gets 2 gas up and running, he'll be able to maybe get his muta count up and maybe try to hit Ziki at that time where he can really take advantage of that gas advantage.
Yeah, this is pretty sad day for XiaoShuai though. You always gotta be upset when your opponent gets first scout on you with that Overlord, and then you don't get that same information because you chose to go the opposite direction. It's just like very frustrating because like Sziky saw the first couple of Lings come out. Like he knows exactly what's going on until Muta or Scourge get in the field. Oh my god, how does he always win? These two lazy Zerglings were taking a break here in the main. Oh my gosh. 3 kill Zergling, by the way. The chattest of all Chad Zerglings.
Oh man,
oh my
quickly
god, it gets on the Spire! This is so bad. This is so much pressure just mentally on XiaoShuai right now.
Yeah, and he's holding back on building things.
The Sziky Lings, dude!
Yeah.
He pulls back with the 2 injured ones. Now, good luck mining gas anytime soon.
Oh, masterful work from Ziki, just putting maximum pressure here, forcing Lings to be made. Forcing Sunkens to be made.
This is insane.
If that Spire goes down, no way. Okay.
I don't even know if it matters at this point. XiaoShuai's already gotten so much damage.
Well, no Spire yet from Ziki, so Ziki's forced to have to continue to make Lings here, and I wonder if he needs to Spore actually as a follow-up.
Oh yeah, he certainly does very soon, as a matter of fact here. But if he keeps making these Lings, I mean, he is slowly overcoming the Link force on the ground here. He can start picking off tons of drones. These mutas will have to stay home. I do actually like this move that, I don't know if it's intentional, but oh my god, the Spire goes down! Alright, so as long as the Spore is up in time, where's the, okay, cool, we do have Evo. Natural mineral line gonna be a little bit exposed, but you can just pull those guys over to the main for now. You're not too worried about those guys.
Right.
Oh my god, still in the main doing damage with the Lings. I mean, this is just so disruptive. Uh-oh.
Yeah, losing that Spire is huge, but I think this is a playable spot for XiaoShuai. He still has some drones. He has a decent amount of drones mining. Obviously, he could be a little bit cheeky here and maybe even decide to switch to pure Ling all in this spot. He did use up all of his gas. Ziki, on the other hand, has 480 gas banked up, so you can kind of think maybe a little bit of mistake there over mining gas, but he might have an opportunity because he's on 2 hash and not 1 hash like last game. Or last game he did get the 2 hash, but in any case, I think it could present an opening for XiaoShuai to maybe do something like a pure Ling from here and just keep these 3 mutas alive, keep sort of Ziki in check. Ziki will need to do a good job of seeing it, but being that XiaoShuai is not mining gas, you gotta think he's trying to do something here with maybe a Ling combination attack.
I'm almost a little sad to see the Spire start in the main. I was like secretly praying. I was like, make a den, make a Hydra den. Come on, just do it one time, Ziki. But nope, can't micro Hydras like you can micro mutas, unfortunately.
Oh, XiaoShuai is sending his Lings to the middle of the base, which is going to avoid any of the scout from the Lings that came out from Ziki. This is the move that I was talking about. This is a lot of Lings, man.
That is a ton of Lings. Alright, so Ziki sees these Lings coming out, and he sees nothing on gas. He's seen a minimal... Oh, he does have the Sunken, but this is not enough.
Yeah.
Oh no. What is the play here? There's no way that he's going to be able to outproduce this. He's actually on the same number of hatcheries. So I think
No,
this
that's
is...
it. GG.
Wow. He did the move.
He did the move.
Did you get the results leaked? Did you talk to somebody ahead of time?
Hey, no, I mean, you know, we are in the round of 8. These guys are all maestros in their own right, and you know, in that spot where Sziky is forcing XiaoShuai to make a decision whether to try to remake that spire or just totally transition to Lings, it totally makes sense and masterfully done as a response.
Yeah,
from
very,
XiaoShuai.
very good stuff, man. Glad we didn't see the 2-0. I still feel like Sziky is really showing the mechanical ability to outplay XiaoShuai on, in every engagement. But all things being equal, XiaoShuai's decision making really pulled through on this one. He saw what the situation was, assessed it correctly after the fact, after he had been under a ton of pressure, kept a cool head, and he just smashed Sziky with a really nice transition back to a Zergling.
Yeah, absolutely. I think XiaoShuai is onto something with this overgas build, making that second hatchery in base as he's done the first 2 games. It seems like there's just a lot of maneuverability in any circumstance, whether he takes that early game pressure, loses even his spire. It does present him the opportunity to have enough econ to make the sunken, make the lings, and even, you know, go full all-in ling as a pivot from where he was sort of heading towards after making the mutas. So I'm actually taking notes on this overcast build because it seems like it's pretty decent against some higher level Zergs as he is.
Yeah, it was sick, really flexible. So, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna see it here game number 3. It looks like it's gonna be his go-to, but let's see how it works out on Butter. Butter gonna be a map with a nice long rush distance as well. So we'll have to see what the builds are gonna be. Let's go check it out. Alrighty, this time in the top right-hand corner, spawning as the red Zerg, we have XiaoShuai.
And on the bottom right corner, we have Sziky in the blue color.
Alright, man. Is the overgas gonna happen once again? I mean, it just seems flexible. Like, it feels like it doesn't have a terrible matchup versus anything. I don't know what the scissors to its paper would be, like as far as builds go. Maybe like a 9-9 or something, like a 9 hatch 9 pool, where it's just like a really fast, super Zergling heavy timing attack or something like that. But outside of that, like it seems like super good versus all of the standard 3 builds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it looks like XiaoShuai is not going for the overgas. They're both mining. Yeah, they're both going to make those drones. Interesting. We might see a 12 hatch versus 12 hatch kind of situation here, which is going to very likely get us into Muta. Oh, 12 pool from Sziky.
Okay. Well, this is one of those unfortunate situations where your opponent just picks the easier. You get the kind of the advantage of the build orders, I suppose. But Sziky just doesn't care. Generally, it seems he just makes his Zerglings, somehow gets them into the main, no matter how many Zerglings are waiting for him at the ramp. There's a sunken, doesn't matter. He just goes in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the current ZVZ meta, but like traditionally 12 hatch is better than 12 pool, right? As a build order advantage. But I feel like Zerg players these days, and I could be completely wrong on this, 12 pool, there's a way to play it where if you mix in enough drones, you can almost match 12 hatch and have a quicker layer. I could be wrong about that, but at least in my experience going 12 hatch against 12 pool, I've run into some pretty good Zergs where even with 12 pool, they're able to match for match. I think it includes making a sunken if I'm putting a lot of link pressure with my 12 hatch open, and that kind of equalizes things. But in any case, you know, Sziky is a master Zerg. I expect him to take advantage of this situation. having the earlier lings and having the quicker layer. We'll have to see sort of the minute details into what he does with his build to sort of equalize the econ advantage that XiaoShuai is going to have with his 12 hatch open.
Well, here we go. The lings are arriving in the natural expansion now, and he catches a couple just hatching, but just barely, not in time to take advantage of the timing there. It's going to have faster speed, though, as Sziky just started his layer. Fairly even timing on the layer timing, but of course he had the gas much earlier due to the very fast gas after the pool.
Right, and we did see Sziky squeeze the drone out, so we'll need to keep an eye on how many drones. He made another drone in his natural, so this is kind of what I was talking about, where some stronger Zerg players, even with a 12 pool versus 12 hatch kind of situation, mix in these drones to equalize the economic lead that 12 hatch would have. And here, it's clearly, XiaoShuai had more lings, but Sziky
getting frisky. See, the thing is that Sziky's really trying to take advantage of this timing that he has, where he's got
right,
and his opponent doesn't. And that tiny, it's so funny because that tiny window of additional maneuverability and outplay is like enough for a player like Sziky to be able to do this to XiaoShuai. Look at, I think there's was there a creep colony in the natural? Oh no, okay. I thought that drone was going to come down to make a colony. But as you said, look at how many lings are invested into by XiaoShuai versus Sziky's got like 5 at the outside of his natural right now. I think that this is pretty decent timing for Sziky as far as his drone timing, because we don't see a huge supply difference here. Oh!
Yeah, and with the OV placements that Sziky and XiaoShuai has, they know what each other are doing. But the difference is Sziky is showing his lings out on the map, kind of forcing XiaoShuai to kind of stay at home. Not because he didn't invest into his sunken. It kind of keeps XiaoShuai in check, even though XiaoShuai has the numbers here. Sziky masterfully just kind of keeping the pressure and really allowing his build to kind of play out.
3 Sziky lings go for the main. Oh, one gets through.
Oh, nice catch there from XiaoShuai. This is a lot of lings for XiaoShuai.
This one's a little too beat up to get too much done here now. The sunken going to play a huge factor here back at home in the natural expansion, but it does look like there's still too many Zerglings. Should be able to run past the sunken perhaps if they get a good engagement. But dude, the way that Sziky plays with these lings is so annoying. You see him like split them off into 2 groups so he can always find a ling advantage in like small engagements while the lings are all spread out and being annoying with their pathing.
Right. Yeah, he's a master at that. Sziky's in a little bit of trouble here. There's a lot of lings coming.
Yep.
A lot of lings coming.
2 drones to help out with their big butts. And this is not looking as horrible as I thought. The mute is coming in here now. Going to be able to finish this up. As long as we don't lose, like, too many of these drones, should be fine. Ooh.
That's a good roll.
Wow, ling's all but cleaned up here. Oh no, but gotta get those bad boys mining. Oh my god, that is so many muta in the air there.
That is a lot of muta. That's kind of what I was getting to, not just the lings, but also the muta follow-up. Because XiaoShuai had the ling advantage, it was forcing Sziky to continue to make lings against the follow-up. But in the meantime, XiaoShuai was able to get up to his second gas as well, even though Sziky made his quicker. It looks like XiaoShuai has been mining his longer. Right now, Sziky's probably at a little bit of a disadvantage, but all it takes is, that first sort of muta on muta engagement to really see who's ahead here. But you got to think, 40 versus 34 food count, probably more drones on the part of XiaoShuai, probably a slight lean on his end.
Yeah, XiaoShuai also looks like to be up on at least a decent number of drones here. And here comes the mutas, completely for free, going to take out all 3 of those gas mining drones here. Sounded like we got some good contact on those Scourge, but it's not going to be enough. Sziky, taking a ton of damage here in the main as well from just these couple of lings that ran in.
Yeah, tremendous damage here. At least 2 drones down in the main. I think he lost a couple on his gas, maybe all 3. Yeah, the second hatchery is going to go down here as well.
Yeah, natural hatchery down. there's pretty much like nothing at this point that Sziky can do. He's down in economy, he's down in army, he doesn't have the same level of production either.
Now he might have more muta right this second. Once those eggs hatch, he won't have the muta advantage, I would imagine. But this is it. I mean, this is the last attack that he can do. Yep, planting the sunken into his main. He's all in at this point. If he can micro like Jaedong back in 2007, I think he's got a chance here. But this is kind of it. This Sziky knows he's got to make something happen here.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have to be on XiaoShuai to really bungle this at this point too. Like,
right.
There's only so much that you can do against a player who's as good as XiaoShuai. Like, you can't rely on them to just be completely out microed here. But here we go. Sziky doing his best. The Scourge doing surprisingly well, all things considered. But man, look at this. This micro from XiaoShuai has been spectacular.
Yeah, both players kind of microed that really, really well. And GG.
Wow. Well, already kind of surprising outcome to me, but XiaoShuai really showing what he's got here. Going 2-0 versus Sziky. That was quite surprising. Or 2-1 versus Sziky.
Yeah, very tit for tat, as you would imagine for a ZVZ, but at these higher levels, I mean, really, like, every ling matters, every drone matters, and every game was really close. Very competitive, very impressive from XiaoShuai as well.
Yeah, it's so surprising that you very rarely see a player that can stand up to the level of aggression that Sziky always seems to come out with, and come out ahead into the mid game and make it happen. Like, the entire time the blue Zergling's on the red side of the map, I'm just like, come on, Sziky, he's making it happen. He's splitting the lings up, but XiaoShuai's managed his army really well. He never seems to get flustered under pressure, which is the really big thing. Because I feel like most players fold under the level of pressure that Sziky puts. But XiaoShuai seems super comfortable with it. Never missed a beat. And, I mean, he just came out, like, really great in the end every single time. He didn't take that damage that Sziky is so well known for doing in the early game. And he just crushed him with his superior economy again.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. I'm over here taking notes.
I'm too dumb to learn from this stuff, dude. I'm over here just being like, nice. He killed the Mutalisks. Good job. Dude, I still miss my first Overlord when I'm like watching TV. It's so bad. But man, I think it's, you know what I think it might have been? It was XiaoShuai, as you can see, is wearing a power suit in the background there. I mean, like, he clearly looks like he's either like a CEO or like some kind of hitman. So maybe he's been hired, dude. He got hired, and now Sziky's got taken out, dude. All right, guys. Well, we will be heading to a quick break, and then we'll head on into the next matches. Before we go, though, please make sure to check out the Patreon for us. If you guys can take a look at the front of the desk here, and please consider supporting us because we do need to make it to the goal so we can make BSL17 happen. So if you guys are considering making donation or becoming patrons, I guess is what they call them, we'd really much appreciate that. So we'll see you in a little bit, and we'll be back with some more StarCraft.